Hey, what's going on, everybody? The deepest position in fantasy baseball. So you may have held off and not taken an outfielder. Well, you know what? Here's a list of 5 names that you can draft late, pick up on waivers, and ride them to the end. What's going on, everybody? So we're looking for outfielders here, huh? You decided to wait on outfielders. Maybe you didn't decide it on purpose. Maybe they just all got taken before you. I got some names here. Some of these guys, some high ADPs that you can wait, take them late, possibly get them off your waiver wire, plug them into your lineup. Roll with them. I mean, if you have a hole that you need filled, these guys can fill DH spots great. A lot of them have power. All-around players we got coming up right here. So, hey, we'll start with the first one. We're going to get into Lorenzo Cain. His name's been in the news a lot, right? Some good, some bad. Well, let me tell you, Lorenzo Cain is in a very, very good situation, especially leaving Kansas City. Getting him out of Kansas City, getting him over to Milwaukee. His ADP is currently 84. So, yes, he's a little bit earlier than some of the other guys we're going to talk about, but Lorenzo Cain has the potential, to hit another 15 homers. I mean, last year he hit 15 homers, 50 RBIs, and 300. I mean, he moved to a more hitter-friendly park in Milwaukee. He's a career .292 hitter. And he steals bases. 25 of them a year on average for the most part. You're not going to find that too far late in the draft. A lot of these guys are going to be gone early. If you can stack up a 2020 guy between steals and homers that late in the draft, I mean, that's just something you can put on your bench if need be and have a starter just waiting in the wings. A lot of people are going to say, hey, he's got an injured past. He's always hurt. Well, for all those people, he's had 500 at-bats 2 out of the last 3 years. So he's not always hurt. He's just hurt every once in a while. And at this ADP, beggars can't be choosers. You know what I mean? You got to roll with what you got. So far this spring, though, he's batting 500. That's right. 50% of the time that he comes up to the plate, he's getting a hit. Sign me up for some Lorenzo Cain this year. I'm taking him. Number 2. Eddie Rosario of the Twins. Current ADP of 123. So you're looking right around the round 10-ish range, depending on the size of your league. Another one of these guys that's got power. Not as much speed as Lorenzo Cain, but it's possible. Last year he had 27 home runs, 78 RBIs, only 9 stolen bases, and hit .290. But he's another one of these guys that's got that speed-power combo that you can put in your lineup at any point, and he can get you points in multiple different categories. Last year he had career highs in almost every category since he's gone to the majors. He's trending upwards. He's a late-round pick, and he could be an awesome stash for you and your team, and you can get him for hardly anything. Plus, he doesn't strike out a whole lot. Eddie Rosario. He's my next guy. Number 3, Adam Jones. Seems like we've been saying that name for years upon years upon years, and we have. He's getting older. We all get older. He's not getting worse. He's maybe getting a tad slower. He's not stealing bases like he used to. But he still had 26 home runs, 73 RBIs, and hit .285 last year. And he's falling in drafts. He's got a current ADP of 127. It's Adam Jones. Yeah, he's lost a step. But last time I checked, you don't step with the bat. Well, I guess you kind of do. But that doesn't matter. He's not running while he's never mind, I'm just going to drop that. Adam Jones, yes, he's gotten a tad slower, but the bat has picked back up. He's a career .278 hitter. He's hit 25 home runs every season the last 7 seasons. Pretty consistent. Not always hurt. Somebody you can play from week 1 on. He's going to have his down weeks. He's going to have his up weeks. But as a whole, for the season, Adam Jones is a great stash with an ADP of 127. I like Adam Jones this year. Number 4, Brett Gardner. I feel like we need to take a trip to the fountain of youth. Some of these guys have been around for a while, but you know what? Brett Gardner is still producing, and his ADP is 168. You can get him way at the end. He may go undrafted in leagues. Well, let me tell you though, Brett Gardner is somebody you need to keep your eye on. Pick him up if you got a spot for him, because another one of these guys, all of a sudden he hit for power last year. Had 21 home runs, 63 RBIs, and 23 stolen bases. Yeah, he only hit 264, which isn't out of this world great. But at the price you're getting him for, this is a great plug-and-play option that you can use all year long. Gardner, still raking. Still on my bench. Number 5, Trey Mancini of the Orioles. Second Oriole to make the list. Hey, good job, Baltimore. His current ADP is 172, so he's not even getting drafted in a lot of leagues. And I don't understand why. Last year had 24 home runs, 78 RBIs, hit 293, and that was his first full season. The kid is only getting better. Plus, he has first base and outfield eligibility, which is always a plus, because you can play him infield or outfield. His batting average may take a slight dip this year, but the power numbers are going to increase over time. We're looking at a kid possibly hit you 40 home runs, and you didn't even have to draft him. With a current ADP in the 14th round, Trey Mancini is a knockout of the park, home run, easy roster stash, last pick of the draft, or off the waiver wire. I like Trey Mancini. All right, guys, those are my top five outfield late round breakouts for this season. If I didn't cover somebody you have a question about, make sure you're hitting me up down below. I answer every comment and question I get. Really appreciate the support. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. I look forward to hearing from you. Make sure you check out our other videos on the other positions, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks. You guys have a good rest of your week. Thanks.